Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How are we all doing today? Hopefully you guys are pretty well out there. Today's video, I want to go and talk about data discs and more in specific Conquest, because you know this new Conquest that just started yesterday is going to be the one Conquest for the next few little months ahead or whatever it is, where we can unlock the new Ahsoka Tano, the commander one, because she's amazing. We see her kit already. She's going to be fantastic, especially with the upcoming Kenobi, the GL Kenobi. So let's go hop into the game. Let's go talk about some of the data discs. It's a hard word to say, guys. All right, cut me some slack. So let's go over here, check out some of these new ones, and I guess really just ones in general, because from what I remember, the only ones that are worth mentioning that they have taken out have been the cooling systems one, which rather means that if you gain a buff, you have % chance to reduce your cooldowns, but now that's no longer a thing, right? So now with that one gone, like, what are the best discs to use these days? So let's go over some of my favorite ones. So far, I love any of these that have to deal with turn meter gain or removal. So I don't have all of them to show you, but these are just ones I've picked up as I've gone. So like this one, the Decay. This one's amazing. Whenever you deal damage to an enemy, they lose 8% turn meter. So I know this is a blue, so you get a bit more reduction, but still, that's pretty huge. So you got that one, and then you go down a little bit further. You got the turn meter one. So whenever you gain a buff, they gain 2.5% TM, which is actually pretty significant, especially if you're thinking about buff-heavy teams with like the Jedi, maybe some other different buff-heavy teams. I usually, whenever I think of turn meter in this Conquest, I always immediately think of Grandmaster Yoda, because he just gives out so many buffs, right? So that's a great one. And also, if you're lacking some more damage and you need some, I love this Amplify Agony one, because whenever you inflict a debuff on somebody, they also deal some more max health damage, which is definitely a nice thing as well. So you got some of those, and this is like the first day of me even playing it through, so I don't have access to like a lot of the other ones, but there are still going to be some good ones out there. You know, there are going to be the buff ones, like where you gain some more offensive buffs or some defensive ones, and just like buffs in general, like the health ones. But like without the cooling systems data disc, it's a hard word to say, like I said. I don't really find those as good anymore, although you can still get some use out of them with your other disc where you gain TM. So maybe it's like something to kind of consider there. Just like playing around turn meter right now without that disc, going for the turn meter ones, because you want to make sure you can spam as many attacks as you possibly can with maybe some more AoEs, maybe inflicting more debuffs, removing some TM, gaining some TM. So that's like what it's all about from here on out. So you got that going for you. But then we're going to have some newer discs that have been added into the game. I don't know why it sounds like I'm saying dicks, but I'm not trying to say dicks, all right? Here we go. Let's go hop over here. So I don't have like the actual like ones I can show you in game, but these are the new ones that have been data mined that are supposed to come out for this Conquest. So these ones are like all about like foresight. And I guess it's kind of nice because some of these feats that we've seen in the past have to do with foresight, right? So here we go. This new one, these few new ones. We got the first one here being Convor's Agility. So you got common, rare, and epic. I've actually seen this one, I think, before, but I didn't pick it up because only 5% evasion. But that could be pretty good because you have some more teams that can gain foresight, and they just have evasion built in anyways, right? With like mastery or whatever it may be. But you gain some TM whenever they evade. So just think of this first one being like an Old Ben or maybe even a Maul leadership, where like when they do evade, they get some TM based off of it. So if you have that there with maybe some teams that give out evasion up, I'm thinking about the Bad Batch, I'm thinking about the Rebels. Or maybe just teams that have foresight, like I said earlier, like the Grandmaster Yoda with the extra foresight. I mean, these are going to be really good teams to gain more TM off of, and making it sure that you get easy wins without getting hurt or losing anybody in the process. And that's why it's important to have those other discs that are there to deal more damage over time, even if you have those guys that are low with stamina. So you got that going for you. And the next one here we got is called Entrenched. So it's a common, rare, and epic one. So this one says, a bit interesting, it's kind of basic actually, honestly. All it says is you get more protection up at the start of each battle. So you have it from 25 to 50 until 75. Not the best, but not the worst thing ever. I don't know how I feel about this one personally, because I just feel like this is not as important as other data discs that you might get along the way. Yeah, it's still pretty good to make sure that you don't lose somebody off the bat. Maybe you want to, you know, prolong the battle a bit further, maybe getting some more of those feats done along the way. But I don't really see this one being as good, honestly. So that's that one entrenched. You pretty much just think about it as like the Armorer's lead or even the Basilican's lead as well. But then this one, this is like one of those purple discs, I want to say, because it's legendary. So this one actually looks pretty dang juicy. It says this. It's called Future Vision, and it says, after an ally has gained 10 buffs, they gain Foresight for 2 turns. So, you know what? Now reading this one, I forgot about this actually. If you want to go for this and you actually happen to get your hands on this beautiful disc, I would go for a lot of buff-heavy discs along the way. So I wouldn't say, you know, be going straight for those, you know, those discs that give out the buffs like right now. But if you happen to get your hands on this, then start looking for those buff discs along the way, because then this would mean a lot more to you in those conquest battles. Like, think about this. If you have this one with Foresight, and then you have the turn meter one with the Convoy's agility, partnering that with the extra turn meter on the buffs, and then the other buffs as a general conquest disc, I mean, you're looking at so much TM, so much Foresight. You're not going to get hit at all, really. And then if you do happen to get touched, well, then guess what? You're going to be evading and getting more TM along the way. So it's like a win-win. You cannot lose. So you got that going for you. But yeah, I mean, other discs that I would say going for right now, just anything that has to do with TM, guys. You guys know how this kind of works and functions. So I'll show you a couple of the ones that I like. Let's see the feats for this one. I think these are the same feats in every sector, but just different kind of teams and bosses, I want to say. So let's go for some crits here. Let's go fight up against, let's see. I don't want to fight the Hucks. Let's go with just CLS and use them versus this team. I might even time out here. That'd be so sad if I time out, but let's go for it. Rebels. Let's go with CLS, Chewie, Han, 3PO, boom, 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 and Chupio. All right. So, are you guys excited about these new discs? I think so far those 3 that I just showed you, those are like the DATAMINED ones, and those are like the new ones. So, I don't know. I kind of like them. I don't think the overpowered one's going to be a thing anymore. I think it's going to be cycled in and out. And I think that's good. I think it's actually a good thing that we're getting some newer ones that are cycling in and out, because, like, imagine that we only ever had those ones. It would just be so freaking easy to win these conquest battles. So I'm kind of glad, part of me is kind of glad that we don't have overpowered, because it made it super easy. Maybe we wanted it to be easy. I don't freaking know. But here we go. I really need to one-shot this nest, or else I'm going to be timing myself out. And I don't want that. Yikes, this is a timeout. Am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. This is sick. Good job. Alright, so maybe we want to end this video a bit earlier, guys. Yikes. Ah, man. Whose idea was this? This is not a good idea. Ugh, yuck. Can we just back out, please? I don't know why I tried that out. But guys, hopefully you guys learned something here. A disc guide, if you want to put it that way. What are the best discs right now? I would say anything with turn meter gain. Anything that has to do with removing it, dealing some more damage along the way, and looking out for that really awesome one. What was it again? This Future Vision. If you get your hands on this one, you pretty much just easy win the conquest. But at the same time, I've actually seen some people that have yet to even get a purple disc in some of their conquests. Maybe that's a bit far, you know, speaking. That's a bit stretched out in that sense. But no, I've seen some people not get a purple in like a conquest round. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's a good one to get, but if you don't get it, then I'm still sure you're going to win anyways. But if you do get it, you're looking at a very easy peasy conquest couple weeks, right? Because it's 2 weeks. But anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying Conquest. I honestly think that we need changes like this, because I was getting so bored of playing the other Conquest with the cooling systems. Nothing that was really like made my mind think about the game, like no theory crafting, not like, oh, I got to use this team here, that team there. It was super simple, and I just like to have my mind think a little bit when it comes to these conquest battles, so I can actually utilize more than just like one team. You know, I use the freaking Jedi so much with Luke. I want to use something else. But guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like, share it around, and sub if you guys have not subbed yet. If you guys have any other ideas for videos you'd like me to go cover regarding Conquest, maybe some more feats, whatever it may be, let me know down below with Conquest, or with anything else regarding the game, let me know down below. Also, join up in Discord if you guys have not yet already. I'm a freaking robot. I'm end there, guys. Until next time, I will see you later. Peace out and have a good one. See you guys.